Well, you're gonna have to excuse me for a sec. Sorry, buddy. More than music. Alright, so we are currently in the process of two things. One, just stopped by my parents for a little bit. I had to pick something up from them. Our contract was up with our phone provider, so we had to get new phones. So I picked up my new phone with them. And now I'm in the studio and I'm getting ready for two things. One, I am getting ready for the Jerry Flowers interview, which I'm really looking forward to. I think it's going to be a really cool interview. And two, I really like Good For You, the new song by Olivia Rodrigo. I'm all for this hashtag bring back pop punk, man. I mean, between Jaden and Nessa Barrett and now Olivia Rodrigo, like pop punks and Machine Gun Kelly, like I'm all here for it, man. And I think I might try to do a cover of it. It's high. Like, I mean, if I were to actually sing it in her key, it's like, good for you, you look happy and healthy, baby. Ba-da-da-da-da-da. So it's high. So I'd have to either adjust it or adjust maybe how I sing it or something like that. But it's high. Jerry Flowers has entered the waiting room. Let's let him in. Hey, how much of that interview did you see?
I saw up until like 1 o'clock, 1:10, 1:15, 1:10 probably.
I just texted Jamie. I was like, I've done a lot of these interviews, but I've never been as starstruck as I was in that interview. Oh my gosh, like I was dropping names.
Really? You couldn't tell?
I was so like in shock because I like did research on him and like I don't know if you heard this, but I did research on him and stuff. But all the stuff he was mentioning, I had no clue. And I was like, oh, and then the house party was huge. Everybody knows this.
So yeah, your reaction was like, what?
I couldn't. I almost pooped my pants when he said that. I was like, this is crazy. He sent me his phone number on like after we ended the thing. He's like, hey man, let's stay connected. Like here's my phone number. He sent it to me on Instagram.
Oh my gosh, Jake, that was my prayer.
What do you mean?
That was legitimately my prayer. I was like, Lord, let him get a relationship with some of these big guys.
Oh, that's my prayer too. Absolutely, yeah.
That, like, and then the fact that he gave you his phone number is a step to that relationship.
It's so wild, and he's like.
And so when are you booking your trip to Nashville with Jamie?
That's what he said. He's like, when you're in Nashville, come by. Like, definitely send me a text. We'll hang out.
You need to do that.
I've been thinking pretty heavily about going because, like, I worked on a song. Like, did you hear me mention that guy Brad Steele? I've been he's one of these YouTuber friends I've made. He's based in Nashville. I could hang out with Brad. I can meet this guy. Like all this.
Yes.
Like, I'm totally down. Absolutely. Dude, I'm stinking hyped, man. That was one of the craziest interviews I've done, and it's so funny, man. Like. Because many people don't know necessarily on my channel who he is, like there's barely any views or barely anybody watching. But that was probably one of the best interviews that I've done. I'm like jittery, like some of the names he was dropping and the people he's worked with and the songs he has written and credits on and the people he's toured with and like, oh my gosh, man, that guy is like, it's crazy. I'm pumped, man. These interviews are unbelievable, man. I'm so grateful that they're working out. It is so stinking crazy, man. The connections that, I'm able to make through them is so wild. So, slight change of plans for today. Emily Shue is actually coming over. I did forget that I talked to her earlier about coming over for potentially to record some, actually a cover, an older cover, actually a couple that couple people have been talking about on the channel. But I've been wanting to do, like I said, do this cover of Olivia Rodrigo's song, and I'm like, you know what? This voice, it's not gonna sound right. One, if I do like the chorus an octave low. I'm like, you know what? Why don't I have her sing that chorus? That whole thing, and I'll sing the verses, and I can make that work, and it'd be really fun. I'm really digging this. Make pop punk stuff. Make pop punk cool again. Like, oh man, I want to record a video for it. This is gonna be a lot of fun, man. I'm really, really, really excited about this. Oh, Emily's here. Relax, Bella, relax. What's up, Emily? The vlog as you drink your water.
Hello.
Crying on the floor of my bathroom. Crying on the floor of my bathroom. But you're so unaffected, I really don't get it. But I guess good for you.
Okay. Well, good for you, you look happy and healthy. But you're so unaffected, healthy, not me. If you care to ask.
What are you doing out there, buddy? Just stretching? Oh, this is exhausting, but we did it. Look at that, 28 views in 2 minutes. Come on, baby. That's what I'm talking about. That's crazy. Oh my gosh. Let's refresh that. Oh my gosh. I'm exhausted. Ooh, 32 and 3.